Hey everyone, welcome back to
5 Minute Eats, and today we've got a little frozen seafood entree review for you. This is a second installment from a brand that we tried before. This is the Scott & John's Premium Seafood Born in Maine Honey Sesame Salmon Rice Bowl. Absolutely nothing artificial, 350 calories, 15 grams of protein, and it is a 9.6 ounce bowl for $5.79 at Meijer. Now, I do want to say, it says on here a couple different times, nothing artificial. So I do just want to note that it says that the ingredients is Atlantic salmon, color added. Now listen, it's probably color from vegetables, but I just want to say, why are you adding color? That's not natural to what the salmon is.
Now, also for the record, we did review one other product from this company.
Shrimp Scampi.
Yeah, and you unfortunately got food poisoning.
Yes.
Or, yeah, it was like, you threw up, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was some major tummy issues and vomiting.
I'm sorry about that. I'm glad that didn't happen to me, but you know, to put a bow on it, the company actually saw the video, they reached out, and so that was really nice of them because they wanted to make it up, and they offered to, I believe, send us a new product or whatever. And the thing is, we got that shrimp scampi at Target, so like they said, probably what happened is it did thaw, and then it was rethawed, and so that's what happened. And so we wanted to revisit it. The packaging looks good. I like it.
I mean, it's eye-catching.
Yeah, it's very eye-catchy.
You know, I do like that the bowl of salmon, although I wish it took up more of the packaging, it looks good. You know, like it looks glistening and saucy.
So the reason I got this is because it said honey sesame, which we love sesame. Yeah. So we wanted to try this, and it looks like there's a lot of rice. There's a lot of the salmon.
There was, I counted, I believe, 6 chunks of the salmon.
That's really good.
Yeah, not bad.
And guys, if you're new to our channel, basically we review everyday grocery items. So before you spend your hard-earned money, let us tell you if it's worth it. So decent amount of vegetables. How does it smell?
It smells pretty good. It smells more of the vegetables, I would say, and maybe a little like sesame.
Yeah.
Now
you can definitely smell the salmon. Yeah,
exactly. Now it does say on here, stir well, and they also emphasize why is stirring so important, and it goes on to say that blah blah blah, unlock the flavors, all that good stuff. Now I did stir it well a few different times. I will say that the issue was that I feel like a decent chunk of the sauce seems to have baked into a chunk of rice. So I feel like there's a very flavor-packed bowl of rice and maybe not as much flavor throughout. So I'm hoping the remaining sauce is able to carry. If you'd like to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is using our Amazon links the next time you shop there.
Welcome back to our rating system. Thumbs up, right again, thumbs down, we would not. So for me, this is a thumbs down. So going into this, I wanted to, you know, give them a benefit of the doubt kind of thing. I'm gonna go for the salmon because that's like the highlight, right? The main thing here. Unfortunately, I got poked with a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty silent in here, and I heard you crunch down on it. And I kind of just, I ignored it because I was like, maybe I didn't hear that. And then you pulled the bone out.
Dude, I had to be careful to get it out. It was tiny enough that I could accidentally swallow it or poke myself again, and I didn't want that happening. After that, I was extremely cautious about the salmon and anything else, because what if there's bones in the rice or something? So I was very cautious. Thing is, otherwise, I feel like the other problem with this is that the smell of the salmon is very strong, and it's kind of gross. And then it made me think to myself, well, is it because of the fact that maybe got thawed again? You know what I mean? Because I don't want food poisoning.
Yeah, like in transit or at the store or whatever. Because that was their initial thing whenever they reached out. They assumed that it had probably been thawed at some point and then stocked in the store. Yeah. And then we brought it home and all that stuff.
Beyond that, the rest of it is all right. Is it honey sesame? Yeah, it is. Like as if they coated the rice and everything with the honey sesame. I'm not sure if it really works. I kind of don't want the honey, you know? I think it's just, it's weird.
It's too sweet for you?
Yeah, I think if it was just maybe the sesame salmon, I think it might work, but as is, it's not really like my thing. The vegetables were surprisingly okay, like they weren't soggy or anything like that. I had no real issues. It's just that the smell, the bone, and the honey sesame, I think this is very blah. Thumbs down.
If you like what we're doing here, please consider sending a super thanks. It helps us continue to provide more amazing content.
Alrighty, for me, this one is going to be a thumbs down. Now, it was gonna be a thumbs down before the bone incident, which I am so thankful that that did not happen to me because it always happens to me.
Yes, it does.
So I do feel like you have been long overdue for some meat issues. So thank you for that. The thing with me though is that while you were chewing your initial bite of salmon, I was chewing my initial bite of salmon. And first impression was zero flavor. Like in terms of seasoning or anything, it just tasted like a very strongly flavored and scented salmon. Like it was just intensely fishy, but there was no real flavor. It's like none of the sauce or anything got to the salmon. You know, it was just impenetrable. Even it didn't even seem to stick to the outside of it. Then as I'm chewing it, number one, it's pretty freaking dry salmon. And then as you chew it more, it gets this mealy kind of texture. And it was not a nice experience. It was almost crumbly, you know, crummy in my mouth. I didn't like that. So then you pulled out the bone and I was done with the salmon after that. One piece, that was enough for me to get an impression of it.
Too much. This is just too much, man.
You know, if you're gonna do salmon and make it frozen and do all this and that to it, you really gotta make sure that it's good quality. And also, they don't even mention on here, because a lot of food,
now I'm gonna say this, they're from Maine.
Yeah.
It's a family-owned business.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're experts in fish and all that.
Yeah.
So they're gonna say it is good quality. You know, I think they're gonna say that. It's just that.
But then why don't it taste like good quality? Why doesn't the texture have good quality? I'm just saying, like, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, well, then it must be bad salmon, right? Now, I haven't even gotten to get to the rest of it. I've literally just been talking about this salmon.
Yeah.
Jesus. You're trying to like bum rush me off the stage. I feel like the music is starting to play during my acceptance speech. Jesus.
Look, Scott and John are watching this, and this is going.
Well, you know what? They need
just
to
like,
just buckle up because I've got more to say.
Okay.
Now, the other part of it is, this is like diet food. Like, and yes, I get it. It's supposed to be healthy and all that stuff. That's fine. But it tastes like diet food. Like, this doesn't have enough flavor. It's not packing enough seasonings, enough punch. Now, for me, I like honey sesame. I don't mind the little bit of sweetness to it, but I needed more. It tastes watered down. It's like you took the original seasoning and flavoring sauce that you wanted to use, and then you diluted it by 10, you know?
Yeah.
It just doesn't taste like... you know what? It's giving lean cuisine, but I feel like lean cuisine would do this better.
Yeah, they would. Way better.
Because, you know...
And I think that's the problem here, right?
Right.
They're competing with them.
And lean cuisine is like $3.79 instead of $5.79.
And they know what they're doing. They're really like making sure there's no bones and all this stuff.
Exactly, because look, we're 2 for 2 on here. I'm not down with this. It's not great.
To sum it up, thumbs down, thumbs down. And if you guys buy from Amazon, use our Amazon link. The reason is when you do that, we get 10 cents, 50 cents, possibly even $1, which means we can continue to review things.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.